the development of this National Endowment for Democracy has really become I guess, a cornerstone of a lot of these NGOs because they also finance other NGOs. Now, I always found this to be fascinating because with political propaganda, one often attempts to develop, I guess, mental shortcuts for having people interpret the world very simply as us being good, others evil. And of course, source credibility is always important, which is why the ability to advance a foreign policy through a humanitarian NGO is the ideal instrument because now all geopolitics is simply a struggle for human rights and human dignity. Uh, but how significant, though, is the National Endowment for Democracy, and what do we know, I guess, about the origin and yeah, the purpose of it?
So I'll address that, but I do want to codify, if you will, the point you just made about the credibility of NGOs. This is I think I have this quote memorized. This is from the CEPS program. It's the Consortium for Excellence in Political Process Strengthening. It is a joint program that is run by the State Department, sponsored by USAID, and technically implemented by the National Endowment for Democracy. So this is all three corners of that kind of intelligence front statecraft operation. They have a quote on this where they say, government has the money, but not the credibility. Civil society has the credibility, but not the money. And this is why the government must fund civil society to run its talking points for them, is essentially what they say. They are acutely aware, Glenn, of what you just described, and government documents and videos that I've made public corroborate that directly. But the story behind the National Endowment for Democracy is a fascinating one. As we discussed, in the 1940s, for example, in April 1948, the State Department policy planning staff put out a national security memo that was a predecessor to that, but it was called the Inauguration of Organized Political Warfare. It was written by George Kennan,